Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and it took long enough because the game's been out for like 2 years. I finally beat Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox One. Excuse me. My initial impressions of the game, you can go back and see from a 2-year-old video if you so choose. And overall, even then, I rewatched my video on it. What I said still stands true. The game wasn't completely what I expected or what I felt like they initially marketed it at. It seemed almost like a online co-op type of game, and then they changed it to like a very single player mode, and then like just side quests with other people, or like, you know, kind of see who can rack the most points up by killing the most guys or stuff like that. It's fun. It's definitely fun. And it did grow on me. But so I played initially 2 years ago. I had borrowed the game from a friend. Excuse me. Jeez. I had borrowed the game from a friend and gave my impressions. I then found it on eBay at one point for like $8, I think, or $9 shipped. No case. This is when the game was still going for about like 20 or so. And my friend at GameStop said, I have a case at work, an extra case at work, I'll give it to you. So he gave me the case, so I got a complete one for like $8 or $9, whatever it was. I played a little bit more of it, I got more into it, and then I stopped again. And I realized, I think, with most of these open world type games, or the ones with a lot of side quests, I tend to get distracted and then don't feel like finishing the game and then stop. So I said, you know what, I'm going to really focus on playing this and beating it now. And I did, and it wasn't super long. I think it was about, let's say, 10 hours. You know, and if you do the side quests, you do get extra stuff, extra items, extra weapons, clothing and stuff, you know, money. So it's worth doing it if you enjoy the game that much, or if you want to go back afterwards. I did appreciate the humor more so, now that I've finally beaten it. And it actually was free at one point on Xbox Gold, so games with Gold. So I have it digitally and physically, and it's like worth $1 to trade in, so it's really not worth trading in. But I keep it on the system digitally, so I don't have to put the disc in. That's really it. I played a little bit of the online mode, but, you know, it's fun in spurts. And the main game's pretty fun, and like I said, the humor grew on me. I found it myself chuckling a little bit while, like, the characters were saying things and, you know, cursing and acting stupid at one another. They break the fourth wall a lot, which is very funny. The only thing I would say that sort of sucked was the ending. They kind of swerve you on the ending. First they show you the credits, and then they come back, and you're like, oh, there's more, you know. So that was kind of funny, and they did make another fourth wall breaking joke at this point. There's more to the game at this point. You go back, you keep going, do another mission or whatever. Game ends. I don't want to spoil this. Trying to count. Anyway, the game ends the way you think it should end. And then at the very end, it comes back on screen, and it's like, but things are going to get worse, and now, like, all the stuff you were trying to stop and do and accomplish sort of means nothing, because they're leaving themselves open with a cliffhanger for a sequel. So that kind of annoyed me, because I don't mind if a cliffhanger has a nuance. Like, this is the first thing that comes to mind, and I know this is a ridiculous example, but Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. At the end of the movie, spoiler alert, he kills Skeletor, Skeletor gets thrown into like a pit of lava, and at the very end, his head pops up, and then the movie ends, or whatever. Like, it might even be after the credits, I don't remember, it's been a while since I watched it. And that's cool, you know, like, if there's like a small thing, or like a maybe in your head, okay. This was so overtly like, sorry, things are still gonna get bad. It was like, really? So what did I actually accomplish? The game was fun, I'd still give it like a 7. I'd still recommend it if you got it with Games with Gold a couple months back, or if you have a physical copy. You could buy them online for like $5 or $6 now, because they did go free with Games with Gold, so everyone has it, so they're selling their physical versions. Yeah, I mean, you know, again, I would compare the game to Tony Hawk Jet Grind Radio meets like Dead Rising, and that's a good thing. It's just, you know, a cool game. It wasn't amazing or anything. I'm not gonna like go in 10 years and go, you know what game was really good? That's how I'm gonna sound when I'm 42. You know what game was really good? Sunset Overdrive. It's probably not gonna happen, but thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe.